Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, February 7, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. San Jose Sharks vs Tampa Bay Lightning. Two more different teams you could not find than the ones that will meet on Tuesday night in the San Jose Sharks, 15-25-11, and the back-to-back-to-back Eastern Conference champion Tampa Bay Lightning, 32-16-1. So while this one looks like a one-sided contest on paper, expect anything in the NHL. The Lightning are looking forward to yet another deep Stanley Cup run with their veteran playoff-hardened group of stars, while San Jose are looking to the upcoming trade deadline, and even with plenty of talent on both sides of the ice, this one should be a dominant win for one side. The Tampa Bay Lightning have been the measuring stick in the NHL for the past 3 seasons, and they have dominant records against most teams around the league, and given the Sharks' struggles, it's unsurprising that this applies to them as well. In their past 6 meetings, the Lightning have come away with 6 one-sided victories, as well as holding a 4-0 mark in the past 4 head-to-head clashes in Tampa Bay, and with a San Jose team that could be rusty coming off a long All-Star break, this one should be no contest. Our team pick is Tampa Bay minus 1.5 goals. The Tampa Bay Lightning may have arguably the best goaltender in the world, but their true strength comes when they are scoring goals at will, and with the over being 16-5-1 in the past 22 meetings between these two teams, including 7-3 in the last 10 in Tampa Bay, this is a matchup they've done so quite well in. For the Sharks, the over is 11-4 in their past 15 games away from home, and for the Lightning, the over is 3-0-1 in their past 4 meetings against the Pacific Division, so while the game may not be particularly close, there's bound to be plenty of scoring opportunities. Take the over in this one. Pittsburgh Penguins vs Colorado Avalanche. The 2022-23 season has been one of ups and downs for two teams expected to compete for the Stanley Cup, and on Tuesday night, both the Colorado Avalanche, 27-18-3, and the Pittsburgh Penguins, 24-16-9, will do battle in order to start the second half of their season on a positive note. With health now on their sides and deficits in their respective division races, this one will be crucial for both squads, and given the experienced playoff-hardened cores of each of these teams, this one is bound to be a fast-paced thrilling contest, full of the atmosphere and intensity that you'd expect from a playoff game. This is one of the toughest games to pick in recent weeks, as both teams have shown the potential to play elite hockey in 2022-23, but despite the home ice advantage, the Penguins come into this one as a slight underdog. It's the Avalanche, however, who now have their full array of weapons in Kale Maker, Nathan MacKinnon and Mikko Rantanen, that have plenty of momentum in recent times, and if they can start well on the road, this will be a team that could go back-to-back in 2022-23. Don't overcomplicate it here, take the favorite. Our team pick is Colorado. While both of these teams have plenty of goal scorers, their defense reigns supreme above all else, and that's been on show for both teams in recent times, with the under consistently landing for both teams. For the Avalanche, the under is 4-1-1 in their past 6 games overall, and for Pittsburgh, the under is 4-0 in their past 4 games playing against teams with a winning record, so while neither possess elite goaltending, the play all over the ice is fantastic, making it hard to score on both teams. Keep it simple, take the under 6.5 goals. Detroit Red Wings vs Edmonton Oilers. This Tuesday, the Edmonton Oilers will head to Detroit to take on the Red Wings at Little Caesars Arena. The Edmonton Oilers will head into this game against the Detroit Red Wings, following a very fun weekend as Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Stuart Skinner all represented Edmonton and their fans at this year's All-Star Game. Unfortunately, the Pacific got bounced in their first and only game against the Central, but nonetheless, everyone had fun. Edmonton was red hot before the All-Star break, winning 7 of their last 8 games. The Oilers have been a better road team than a home team this season. They have a 13-11-3 home record but a 15-7-1 road record on the year. Edmonton has been superb on offense this season. They scored 4 or more goals in 7 of the last 8 games. Edmonton ranks first in goals per game and 7th in shots per game. Connor McDavid leads the Oilers with 92 points. McDavid is first in points, first in goals, and second in assists in the league. He has recorded 1 or more points in 24 of his last 25 games. Leon Draisaitl has 76 points on the year and he is second in points and fourth in assists in the league. He has recorded 1 or more points in 8 of the last 10 games. Goaltending has been less than average for Detroit. They rank 21st in goals against per game. With a high-powered offense, Edmonton will win this matchup by 2 or more goals. Bet the goal spread, -1.5, and take Edmonton. The Oilers have the best defense in the NHL. They rank first in goals per game. Edmonton scored 4 or more goals in 7 of their last 8 games. Connor McDavid leads the Oilers with 92 points. McDavid is first in points, first in goals, and second in assists in the league. He has recorded 1 or more points in 24 of his last 25 games. Leon Draisaitl has 76 points on the year and he is second in points and fourth in assists in the league. He has recorded 1 or more points in 8 of the last 10 games. Goaltending has been less than average for Detroit. They rank 21st in goals against per game. The over is 15-8 in Edmonton's 23 road games this season. Edmonton will score on Detroit and the over will hit in this contest. Take the over, 6.5 goals. New York Islanders vs Seattle Kraken. Seattle has been a better road team than at home. The Kraken have a 13-10-3 home record but a 16-5-2 road record on the season. The offense has been very good for the Kraken this season. Seattle ranks 4th in goals per game. New York is on the back end of a back-to-back and they will be fatigued and will have difficulty stopping Seattle's offense. The Islanders have struggled on offense this season. They scored 2 or fewer goals in 9 of the last 10 games. New York ranks 25th in goals per game and 21st in shots per game. The addition of Bo Horvat will help the Isles on offense, but it will take him some time to get accustomed to his new teammates. The Kraken have won 7 of their last 8 road games. Seattle will win this matchup with the Isles on the back end of a back-to-back and the Kraken's road success. Take the Kraken on the money line. The offense has been struggling for the Islanders recently. They scored 2 or fewer goals in 9 of the last 10 games. New York ranks 25th in goals per game and 21st in shots per game. The Isles are on the back end of a back-to-back and they will struggle to score. However, goaltending has been very good for the Islanders this season. New York ranks 6th in goals against per game. Ilya Sorokin has a record of 16-16-4 with a 2.38 GA and .923 SV%. Sorokin ranks 6th in GA, tied for 3rd in SV% and tied for 2nd in shutouts among all goalies in the league. The defense has been very good and goaltending has been average for Seattle this season. They rank 16th in goals against per game and 3rd in shots against per game. With the Isles fatigued, Seattle will not have difficulty keeping the puck out of the net against a weaker offense. This will be a lower scoring game and the under will hit. Take the under, 6 goals. The Vegas Golden Knights remain on the road Tuesday with a trip to Nashville to take on the Predators. The Golden Knights are 3rd in the Pacific Division with a 29-18-4 record. Vegas has won 2 of their last 10 games and have lost 4 straight games. The Golden Knights are led by Chandler Stevenson, who has 11 goals and 33 assists on the season. The Predators went into the All-Star break on an awesome hot streak, on a 3-game winning streak, beating the Devils, Jets, and Kings, and only losing 1 of their last 6 games. The Golden Knights are struggling mightily right now with just 1 win in their last 8 games. The Preds took the Knights to overtime in Vegas for the first game between these teams, and with the form these teams come into tonight's game, I expect Nashville to get the win at home. Statistically for the season, this game lines up more towards Vegas, but this is a spot where you have to follow the recent form more, with the Preds playing really well on both ends of the ice, and the Knights really struggling to score, having averaged just 1.25 goals per game in their last 4 games. Take the Preds to get the win at home. Both of these teams have trended under this season, and I expect that trend to continue tonight, despite the first game between them flying over. The under in Predators games this season has gone 24-22-2, while the under has gone a very profitable 29-19-3 in Golden Knights games and 4-1 in their last 5 games. On the season, both of these teams have excelled defensively, and we'll have 2 all-stars between the pipes tonight in Juuse Saros and Logan Thompson. I expect this to be a grind of a game, especially with both offenses having struggled at points this season and Vegas really having issues scoring recently. Take the under and expect a defensive battle. Chicago Blackhawks vs Anaheim Ducks. The Blackhawks won the first game between these teams in Anaheim, and especially with the Ducks in the second half of a back-to-back on the road, I'd expect Chicago to get another win here tonight at home. Although neither of these teams has been good this season, Anaheim has been the worst team in the NHL statistically this season on both ends of the ice. They've scored the fewest goals in the NHL, have generated the second fewest expected goals, and the fewest high-danger shots in the league. On the back end, they've allowed the most goals in hockey and have given up the second most expected goals and the second most high-danger shots in the NHL. Especially with the added fatigue for the Ducks and Chicago fresh after a 10-day break, that should give the Blackhawks enough of an edge to get the win tonight at home. Take the Blackhawks to get a win here. Due to their horrible defense and goaltending, both of these teams have trended over this season. I expect that trend to continue as they face off tonight. The over has gone 28-23 in Ducks games this season and 24-22-2 in Blackhawks games this season. Anaheim has given up the most goals in the NHL, giving up the most shots, the second most expected goals, and the second most high-danger shots in the league. The Blackhawks are only marginally better, allowing the 6th most goals in the NHL and giving up the 6th most expected goals and the 5th most high-danger shots in the league. Additionally, both teams are projected to start goalies with sub.900 save percentages and GAA over 3.88. Take the over here and expect both teams to give up plenty of goals.